Worthy, O God. You are worthy, O God. You are worthy, O God. You are worthy, O God. For you are glorious, and you are wonderful, and you are marvelous. You are worthy, O God. I have a message today for my people in Nigeria. This is a message of encouragement. Finally, when this pandemic lifts up, which it will in God's name, it will lift up. Everything's going to be okay in the mighty name of God. This is a message for people in Nigeria, especially in River State, where I'm from, and also in Abuja, where this thing occurred. Last year, in 2019, when I was in Abuja, I was going to Iwuse Market. And as I was entering this Iwuse Market to buy foodstuff with a relative that had gone to the market with, I had this sense of sadness that coming down on me, and I didn't understand why I was having this sense of sadness, kind of like trying to envelop me. And I looked around, the people in the market were just as sad. Their faces were so sullen. Some of them, most of them, the faces were very sullen. They didn't look too happy to be there. They're selling their food stuff, but they're not happy. They weren't just happy to be there. And I was beginning to be overwhelmed with that sense of sadness. And then the thought came to me, they think that what they have is not good enough. They think that if they leave here and go somewhere else, things will be much better. They think that perhaps if they go to America or go to UK or do something else, that they will be happier. Well, that is not true. What they have is good enough. That's what the thought said to me. And then all of a sudden, I start having this thought. I lived in Chicago for several years. I said, in Chicago, if you go to the food market, they have like markets sometimes where they sell meat, they sell fish, they sell all kinds of food stuff. If you see the people selling, they don't look sad. They look very happy. In fact, you want now to get them, you want them to employ you. Most often when we live here, we live in Nigeria, we go abroad, we want them to employ us. The same thing that we would have done back home in Nigeria is what we want people to employ us. And I said, the only difference is just the change of mindset. Change of mindset. I'm like, you have to change your mind. You have to believe that what you're doing right here is good enough. Whatever thing you're doing in Wuse Market, whether you're selling vegetable, whether you're selling pepper, whether you're selling a Wuse meat, fish, whatever it is that you're doing, anything you're selling is yours. You are an entrepreneur. It's good enough. It's just as good. And immediately these thoughts start coming into my mind, I begin to feel very happier. The sense of sadness lifted up, and I said, oh my God, that's what it is. Everybody here is looking sad. They're thinking that somebody is going to rescue them, somebody's going to give them money, somebody's going to come and dash them money to make them feel much better. But if only they know that all they have to do is just change your mindset and just believe that what they're doing is just good enough, that they think they're selling is just good enough, that everything would change. And we can literally change our mindset and be much happier. Irrelevant of what is it you're selling. If you're selling a juice, you're making juice every day, and that's all you sell every day. When you sell that juice, bless the juice. They say whoever drinks this juice will feel happy, will be motivated, will be amazing, will feel energetic, and you'll be happy too selling this to that person and giving such a pleasant essence of what you're doing. That's what it's about. Because I remember in Chicago, every time I go to the market, like if you go to the meat market where they sell meat, the places are like clean, and the people are, they want to sell to you and they're happy, and you want to even go there and ask them to hire you because you want to sell. But that's what it is, because their essence is happy. So I said, my people, we have to change the way we think. It's a change of mindset. And the other thing also that I noticed in this Ewuse market is that the place was smelling everywhere, and dirt everywhere, gutters. And I'm like, if only they know that they're in charge, they can clean up these places. They can make the place look clean. And in fact, while I was thinking about doing this video, I had an idea that I would like to put down as a presentation or perhaps as a proposal to really help my people. Okay? I would like to take this idea and go over to Nigeria by the grace of God after this pandemic, which is over in God's name, and everything is lifted up and things are beginning to go back to normal and people can travel. I would like to go back to Nigeria and perhaps present this to somebody who may be willing to help organize this. I'm not going to share the idea, of course. But the idea, the thing is, whatever thing you're doing, it's good enough. In the market, wherever you are in Nigeria, you're in the store selling your hair, even though I don't like this hair because I think it's a waste of money. But hey, it's a hair. It makes me look nice. Whatever thing you're doing, it's good. It's good. And it can feed your family. And that Wuse market, people selling that that peanut, that nut that they use, that Hausa nut they use and turn to milk. That thing alone itself can give you thousands and thousands of dollars if you really believe in it. Can give you millions and millions of naira to take care of your family. The ugu, the vitali, the anything you're selling, pepper, egusi, or bono, okra, whatever thing you're selling in the market, whatever thing you're doing, these things are good enough. That's the word of God. Like it says in chapter 6 of John, I forgot the verse. I should have looked at the verse before coming over here. You see that there's a portion that says, believe in he who I sent. The person that God sent. Who did God send? God sent his word. And his word is what we do. The word is me. The word is this clothes. The word is this hair. The word of God is this glasses. The word of God is this juice. Believe in it. Believe that this juice, that you're going to drink or you're going to sell to someone, it's the word of God. It's going to heal them. It's going to make them feel better. It's going to make them feel energetic. That's the word of God. Believe in it. And so that's my message. Today, I remembered my trip to Western markets and seeing a sense of sadness in the faces of people selling in those markets. And I was just wondering, why are they selling? Because I was beginning to be overwhelmed with the sadness. And I looked around, the whole place seemed so sullen, dirt everywhere. And I realized these people think that something else is going to change, that somebody is going to come from somewhere and just make everything look good or make them feel good about themselves. Or if they leave this business they're doing and go somewhere else and sell the business, then they will be much happier. But that's not true. Right there in the Wuse market, you can be just as happy because whatever thing you're doing in Nigeria, in River State, wherever you are selling your goods, anything you're doing is just as good enough. It's very good. That is the word of God. And you have to believe in it because it's going to work. You can make money from it in feeding your family, in taking care of yourself, in building home and saving. That is the word of God today for you, from me, that you are good enough. I am good enough. I am good enough. We are good enough. Whatever thing you do, it's good enough. And by the way, this is the juice that I drank. Well, I'm not going to do in this video because I don't want Facebook to take this video down. So I'm going to do this on a separate video so I don't take this video down because, I want this video to get to those who it's going to get encouraged or who would feel encouraged about it. All right. And that's it. Thank you for listening.